How
Hey,
are you?
babe. I'm good. How are you?
Good. What? You're in the salon?
I am in the peace and quiet of my salon. So you guys can have my full
Perfect.
attention.
Perfect. Oh, you look cute. Did Jan do your makeup?
Yarn Doan makeup artist did do my makeup tonight for me. So
Shout
I can
out
look
to you.
glossy for you all.
Well,
So
babe, I'm
excited.
really sorry.
I'm super excited.
And did you bring your
I'm ready.
kids? Okay. So, babe, first of all, thanks so much for jumping on this live with me. It's been on my mind for a while to do this live with you because it's just, I don't know, for so long now, I'm just like, you know what? Oriana is like the prime example of, to me, what fearless means, right? We've been friends for what, 5 years now, and I've known you from Owen to Oriana, right?
Yes.
Cool. So let's talk about one of the questions I want to ask you is that when this life decision happened, right?
Yes.
When this decision happened, walk me through what was going through your mind because, like, it's a massive decision. It's a huge life-changing decision, right?
Yes. So first of all, being transgender is not necessarily a decision, but taking the steps to actually go through with the transition is one of the biggest decisions you can make in
Right.
your life. Because there's so many transgender women who don't make that decision or,
Yeah.
or men. So, it's like they are born transgender, but then they decide to, something just clicks and you decide, I need to change something. So I think for me, it was definitely around August 2018. I put it in my calendar.
Wow, you wrote it down?
Yeah, I did. I was like, one day, I don't know what happened, but like obviously there were steps into transitioning. Like I started cross-dressing when I went out, as everyone
I
knows.
remember the first time you wore, yeah, I remember New Year's Eve.
My blonde weave.
Yeah.
So there was steps into me deciding to transition, and I mean it was a massive life choice, but I mean I didn't do it lightly, and I did so many things behind the scenes. Before I told people, I went and saw a transgender doctor. I had to go to psychiatrist to actually be, diagnosed with gender phobia. So,
Wait, what? Is that a
so
thing?
it's technically a disease. Medically, it's a disease to be transgender because, that's just their medical science. But doctors don't believe that. That's just what they have to do because it's written in the rule books. Yeah.
Right.
So there's so many steps to making this massive decision. And I did it it took me a good year to really decide to, transition. But one day I just woke up, looked in the mirror, and I was like, you know what? Day is the day you're going to change your life and, make that journey into becoming a woman.
I love that. And that's that exact moment when you woke up. Did you really look in the mirror? Did you really say that?
I'm always looking in the mirror.
I know, you're always looking in the mirror every day, all the time.
Yeah, so I look in the mirror every day, but one day I don't know what happened. I didn't know if there was any, there was obviously a few things leading up to it, but I just said, today is the day that you will. I literally just came to work dressed as a woman. I never did that before. I always used to go out clubbing as a woman, but I just came to work one day and I was like, ta-da!
Yeah,
this is the new me.
Yeah.
And I got my extensions put in the next night.
So when was this? Was that in August?
Yes, August 2018.
Wow, you really remember the date as well. Okay, I love that. And so from there on, how's it changed you as a person? This life decision, this change of yours, how has it changed you internally as a person? Your mindset.
Change. Yeah. The change internally, I think, has been more progressive than the outside, the external change. I think I was definitely so different before I decided to transition. I think I was angry a lot at the
Go
world.
on, I'll tell you after. Yeah. Yes.
I think I was angry. I think I was mad at the world, maybe mad at myself for not you know, deciding to do it earlier. But then, I don't know, since I like, you know, started my transition, I think I've changed so much. Like, I definitely feel more empathetic towards people. I have more like, you know, understanding of where people are coming from when they, you know, like they're acting out. Like, I understand there must be something that's, you know, making them feel this way. I just have more like, I have more calmness. Like, I feel like I just like can take more in my stride now. Like, you know, nothing really like phases me. I don't let anything get to my core. Like, I've always like, you know, I take everything as it comes. I definitely am more approachable, I think, now, than I was before. Like, you know, I'm more approachable. I probably can sit down and have like more of an in-depth conversation with you because I feel more ease with myself and with talking to people, you know, and more comfortable in my own skin.
I was talking to my other hairdresser. You know, you're my number one hairdresser. But I was talking to my other hairdresser and I said to her, I'm going live tonight. And I told her a bit of the background story of the,
that's
you know,
why your hair looks so flossy, yes.
Girl, it ain't Hagrid tonight, baby. This is all me.
I love
it. But yeah, so I told her a bit of the background about it. And to be honest with you, babe, I said to her that Owen was a nasty girl. Well,
yes.
You know, and I'll be straight out. Like,
a mean girl.
A mean girl. Like, I love you and we've been friends for so long, but straight out, there was a bit of like mean girl to you, right? And I think that really does come down from coming out from maybe like a defense mechanism or coming from a place where you know you're just a little bit guarded.
Yeah,
definitely. You know? So now that there's like that self-assurance and that self-acceptance, the outlook to everything else in life is just, it's different now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think you always have to, when you're like that femme, you know, gay boy, you have to like act a certain way, have a bitchiness about you, a diva vibe. You know, you always have to come off sassy. You always have to keep your comebacks, you know, and that's more to protect yourself. And then people kind of vibe towards it. So you think like, you know, it's what you should do, but you know, you should just be yourself.
Yeah, well, that's definitely the conversation I had with her. And I think that's what's happened because since, you know, since August 2018, I've seen a massive change in you, you know, like your personality, and you're definitely more approachable. We can definitely have better conversations and stuff like that. So tell me about, sorry, babe, go on.
I was saying, sorry.
Oh, okay, cool. So my next question for you was, to make a decision like this, you need to be really fearless, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to be really fearless because once this decision has been made, like, you know, interchanging and everything, it impacts the rest of your life and everyone around you, right?
Yes.
So you got to be in a,
It does affect everyone.
Yeah. So you got to be in a really fearless mindset, right? So tell me now, like, how are you on a daily basis? How are you facing life? You know, just feeling fearless, confident, doing your thing.
I think I've always had quite a fearless mindset, to be honest. Like, I've never ever let anyone else's thoughts or like, you know, views cloud my views. I've always been so strong-willed. And definitely sure of myself, even, you know, before I was still pretty sure of like my beliefs and, you know, my morals and what I believe in, and it's never changed. Like, I've always stayed true to myself. For the mindset wise, I think I just have so many strong, independent women in my family. I don't know if you guys know, but the women run my family. Like, my grandma was the matriarch. Like,
love that.
My mum is like, you know, there's 5 girls in her family, you know, like, they just run that show. Like, I've always had those great women, strong women, like my sister, my mom, you know, my aunties, my grandma. I've always had those ladies around me as I'm growing up to give you that like really strong, you know, they've always had the power. Like, they've always. So I feel like it's generic.
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you mean. My family's much the same. We're very much like a woman-headed family. And again, it also stems from my grandma as well. So shout out to the grandmas.
Yes, exactly. I think
And
from
your
my grandma, definitely. My grandma, I think I get my strong mindset from, because, you know, she moved over to Australia with her, you know, 7 children. She left her husband and came here and just started afresh by herself. And like, she just brought up this family and was a boss, you know, a boss woman, like fearless. So
okay, babe. So my next question for you is, how do you manage any judgment, negativity whilst maintaining the confidence? Oh, I guess we really answered that already in that last one. So I guess I'll just, yeah. Have you been getting any
negative comments? Of course. There is, I think.
What's your clapback?
You know what? The best comeback sometimes is no comeback. You know, I always take a step back and I will view the comment or the negativity, and I will say, is this person coming from a place of genuine, like, uneducation? Or like, are they genuinely wanting to know something? Or are they just, you know, someone who's made up their mind about me or who I am or my kind of, you know, the LGBTQI community? And you can't change people's minds. Like, and you know what? You can't let that negativity, like, you know, people spend so much time worrying about what people are saying about them, and, you know, like, just sitting there and like turning it over in their heads. And at the end of the day, all it's doing is affecting you. You just need to protect yourself. Like, you know, if you feel like there's something you can say back to them that's going to be positive and going to maybe, you know, help educate them or make them think in a better way, then do it. But don't put any of your energy that's going to like take away from you or your happiness into something like that. Like, I would literally just, I've deleted so many comments without a second glance. Like, I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to get into the drama, you know, it's not worth your time. Like, and, you know, just draw support. You have so many support from your friends and your family. You don't need to worry about what other people are saying about you. Just stay true to yourself. And as long as you know who you are and everyone around you, that's all that matters.
I completely agree. I think that, you know, everything else that other people say is just fucking background noise. Do you know what I mean? It's irrelevant and it's background noise. Unless you're a good friend of mine or family, anything that anyone else says is like, it just goes over. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
And yeah, exactly. And, you know, it's not worth expending your energy or your time into people that are just going to, you know, not change or not going to see from your point of view. And that goes like that can be with anyone. Doesn't matter whether you're transgender or, you know, just any person, really. We can all deal with that. And it's not worth your effort or time to deal with it. So just block them. Move on with, be gone with the haters.
So do you think that this is definitely a new mindset around the negativity and judgment that you've developed? Or like, it's a new thing? Because before there would be a little bit of like hate back, right?
Yeah, I would be like, don't come for me unless I call for you.
Oh, that's your favorite thing. Don't come for me unless I call for you.
Yes, exactly. And definitely I've always had like, you know, I've always had like negative comments and stuff made about me even, you know, before, but at the same time, for every negative comment and bad thing said about me, there's a positive one. So just focus on that. And also, I think it has changed a lot. Like, I'm less likely to get involved in a fight because, like I said, I don't really want to put my energy into that. I'd rather than see me doing well and being positive than being like someone. And any of the arguments that I have really, you know, gone after someone, like, I have had a few since my transgender, but a very few. But it's usually more me protecting someone else. Like, I would definitely go after someone if they were bullying one of my transgender girlfriends, or if they were, you know, like, I have to have a really, like, you know, good reason to, you know, get involved in something. It has to be personal towards me and my family or friends. And even then it has to be like, you know, I have to have solid proof this happened. And, you know, and sometimes you do really need to, like, with cyberbullies, sometimes the best thing to do is to expose them.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Expose them and just say, you know what, it's fine.
You love doing that. You love it.
I will expose. I will email you.
Screenshot everything.
I will send it to your mother. I mean, you know, like, I don't care. Like, but at the end of the day, these people have jobs. They go to uni. So if they want to affect their livelihood in that way, that's up to them.
Yeah. Once it's on the internet, that's it.
Exactly. Just be careful what you put on the internet. It's there forever. But also, just do your own thing. And just, if you need support, just like talk to your friends or your family and say, you know, I'm not dealing with this. Everyone's not born to deal with bullying or criticism as much as some of us are stronger, others are not. So, you know, if anyone's doing anything, guys, I'm here.
Oh, you're so sweet. All right, baby. So, what's your favorite mantra or mindset, or even like the alter ego that you love to step into?
Ooh, okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I've always had this, I don't know where this mindset come from, but I've said it since I was younger. Everything happens for a reason. It's the only thing mantra I really honestly believe in. Everything happens for a reason, whether it be bad or good. It's the universe pushing you to the right place. Like if something doesn't happen, it's not meant to be. Like,
it's a redirection.
It's a redirection. Like, you know, take it in a positive way. If you don't get that car you wanted, a better one's coming around the corner. If you don't get that house you wanted, something better is in your horizons, girlfriend.
If you don't get that man,
if you don't get that man that you wanted, girl, you know,
a better one's coming. I see your man's joined us, by the way. He's leaving these little heart emojis.
Hey, Asham. So yeah, that's my mantra. If I step into a diva personality, you all know that I am like obsessed with strong, independent women. So, oh my gosh, great. Yes, Cardi B, Beyonce.
I think you're Cardi B, babe. Straight out.
No, I actually think I'm Grace Jones. If you don't know who that is,
I actually don't.
Grace Jones is a supermodel, transgender supermodel who was back in, you know, the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. She is the epitome.
I'm gonna Google her.
She is a boss. She was dating famous actors. She had such a strong personality that people would literally, she kind of reminds me, and Naomi Campbell and her are really good friends, and she's like an African-American goddess. And she, yes, doll, yes. Is she the African-American girl, the supermodel, transgender?
Yeah.
She literally went through, this is way earlier. She had like, you know, people would like interview her and they'd be like asking her the most personal questions, like, do you still have this? Or like, and do you think that your attitude is what we need? And like, they were really like, and she was just so strong. She'd be like, oh girl, please just sit down and watch me on the front like row of the catwalk, you know? Like, I love her, love Beyonce. Cardi B is my girl when I'm out drinking, as we all know.
I feel like that's you because that's all I see of your snaps. Like,
yeah, back in the day, girl.
Back in the day.
No, like strong, independent women, like anyone. Even like, yeah, I feel like just any of those are my kind of like alter egos. Sasha Fierce when I'm out.
Do you miss going out? I know we're all in isolation and quarantine and whatever, but do you miss it?
Honestly, I don't. I think I miss more the socializing with my girlfriends. And, you know, I used to, like, I was talking to a few of my girlfriends and my partner about this. And I said, when I first transitioned, I've always been a partier. But when I first started my transition, I went super wild and I couldn't figure out why. Wait, I think I just told you the wrong name for Grace Jones, did I?
No, I think you said the right name, babe.
I did? Okay. Yes, great, because my friend was like, she's not transgender. She just messaged me, but I don't know what they're talking about. But anywho, I do not miss going out. I miss the socializing with my girlfriends, but I got to do that the other weekend. But I think when I first started transitioning, and also before that, I used to go out for validation. I wanted guys to tell me, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my gosh, like how can you be like, you know, you're so feminine, you're so stunning. And I used to crave that attention.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like who doesn't love a little bit of attention? But mine was an unhealthy amount of like craving that attention. It used to be the only thing that could make me feel better about myself. But now I think it's so different. Like, I love myself and I don't need validation from, you know, night clubbing. All I need is validation from myself, from inside myself. My partner, my girlfriends, like that. I don't need anyone else to validate me. I'm happy to just look good for myself, really.
Yeah, I love that, babe. And I love how you actually realize that. Do you know what I mean?
It took a while. Of course, it took me years. I felt like when I started my transition, I turned into an 18-year-old girl again. And I was like, oh my God. look at the attention I can get. But at the end of the day, that is shallow attention. And, you know, the real attention you need is someone who loves you, your mind, your mind and your soul just as much as your body.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think, you know, that quote that goes around saying that looks will fade, right? But the mind and the soul, like you keep it 100 and people are going to love you for that, you know? Like this is all going to just...
Yeah. And also, girls, looks don't fade anymore. That's what we've got skincare for.
What? Was the skincare?
We've got great skincare.
What's your skincare? Tell us. Tell the Instagram world.
Skincare routine is so basic. You guys will be like, what the hell? So I've always used Cetaphil cleanser, Cetaphil moisturizer, and like literally like forever, because my skin is like super oily and like sensitive. So I've always used Cetaphil. Yeah. Okay. So that is my secret skin routine.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay then. So another question for you. What was the decision behind the name? Because I know that was quite a process, and that was probably as hard as like anything else.
Yes. So my name was so hard. Like there was so many, I put so much pressure on myself. You know, I was like, I gave myself
and me.
Sorry. So in case no one doesn't know, it's like I actually didn't reveal my name to anyone. Like I didn't tell anyone even like the choices that I was thinking about. But it was really crazy. As soon as I thought, who can help me with this decision, in a sense, as in like give me that honest opinion coming from like, you know, not a place of like wanting, not a place of selfishness or like, you know, or wanting me like trying to steer me towards a certain name. I thought, oh my gosh, I messaged you, Ruth Marquez. I was like, I need help. Who else can I call on for this really important decision to give me an honest and real opinion on what she thought of these names that I had, you know, thought about. And yeah, and so what happened was I heard that name so long ago, and I'm a hairdresser, so I deal with people every day. I've met someone, I think, with every name, you know, like nearly every name except for my name that I chose, Oriana. I've never met anyone with that name. I had all these requirements, like I can't sound like too much like a stripper. It has to be unique but not too unique. That people can't pronounce it. It can't start with an O because I didn't want to make it easy for everyone. And then I thought, you know what, like I have searched my soul and the world for all these names, and nothing was clicking. And then I just kept going back to this name, and it just made me realize, you know what, it obviously is connecting with you. It took me like 8 months to a year to really, and then I went to Bali, and I was like,
no, you had to go to Bali to find that name. I had to
fly to Bali to literally find my name, girls. So I literally was like swimming or floating and taking self-timer photos of myself in this amazing villa. And I just was like, you know what have you always been connected to? And that's the only name that connected with me. And I just knew then. I was like, this is it. No distractions, no outside input, just me. I'd spoken to my mom. I mean, I hadn't told her of the names I was thinking about, but I asked what she would have called me if I had been born a girl, like, you know, and she gave me some great names. And I was like, oh my gosh, if only I hadn't met that girl in college, I would have loved it. But with the same name that she would have chosen. But it was such a great experience to go overseas and to really find myself and my name. And and everyone loves it. Like my family was so happy, you know, with the choice. They were like, I'm actually really glad that, you know, and it just sounds also weirdly, it sounds like it's a name from New Zealand, like a Māori name. Yeah. You know, Oriana. So that really connected with me as well.
And it's so funny because I think it was one of your IGTVs, you're like, it's pronounced Oriana and you have to roll your R's.
Well, you know, in New Zealand we roll our R's, so, you know, not everyone can, but it's like Oriana, so it sounds very New Zealander. And my last name is not just a randomly picked name. I've always, that's my grandfather's last name and my mom's last name, and I've always wanted that to be my last name. I've always loved my New Zealand last name, but my parents wouldn't let me change it, obviously, when I was underage. And then I was like, you know, when I start my transition, I'm taking it because, you know, it takes me back to being like, it's my roots of being
Yes.
a proud Māori person, and like, just reminds me of back home. So I love it.
Yeah,
It means like
I mean,
my grandma's name and my mum's name and my grandpa's.
So it's definitely got like a sentimental meaning to you. So
Yeah.
So it just works out perfectly. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So I guess the last thing to wrap this up is, if you can give advice to anyone in your position, or basically, you know what, not even in your position, to fearless females, what would you tell them? What would your advice be?
All my advice would be,
make it good, baby.
Oh, this is a hard one. Stay true to yourself. Don't ever change who you are, what you believe in for anyone. Don't apologize for what you believe in. Be kind and treat people the way you would like to be treated, because you don't know what anyone's going through. Give more love to the world and to those around you. Really, and find inner peace, find stuff that makes you happy. We're only given one life. And you can achieve so much. There's so much to do. Don't be scared to go out there and achieve your dreams. Really fight for it. Go out there, and you know what, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, what's the worst thing that can happen? You can get back up and try again. Chase your dreams, chase whatever you really want in life. And also surround yourself with families and friends that support you and, really want you to do the best for yourself. And,
Actually, speaking on the friend front, have you, another question that came up to me was, have you actually lost any friends on this journey?
I have lost some friends on this journey, not because of my transitioning, but maybe because I realized that we weren't going, I wasn't allowing certain behaviors to, I wasn't letting them, I wasn't going to deal with certain behaviors anymore. And sometimes you just outgrow people, and it's not that you don't love them. We're all busy. You still love them and you wish them the best, but it just means you can't be a part of their life. And I think we all will outgrow people as we go, but you still wish them the best, and you still, if anything ever happened to them, I would still be there for them, but still with protecting myself and, keeping it at a friendly distance.
I completely agree. I mean, I am a big believer of, outgrowing people that you don't align with anymore, because if you force that friendship or that connection, you're literally just going to hold yourself back from that growth. Do you know what I mean? And absolutely, there's no hate there. There's no ill feelings. There's just respect and understanding that you got to go separate ways. You got to do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. If we cross paths again in the future, let's play then. But until then, everyone's got to grow.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no hard feelings with, there is with some, I mean, you do have, girl, you always have a few people who you do have a hard falling out with. But at the end of the day, just don't ever hold on to hate or anger. Just let it go. And I've spoken to all the people that I've had fallings out with, and I wish them the best, and they wish me the best. And it's so nice to be, and I was talking to one of my girlfriends, and we are older. We are not in high school anymore. We are not in school. We do not have to be friends with someone just because you've been friends for years. You do not have to stay friends with someone out of obligation. It's your own choice. You make your choices. And people have to respect that. So that is definitely something I would say.
Well, coming back to that thing that I said to my other hairdresser today, my personal opinion on this is that I think now, again, with that self-acceptance and that self-assurance, there's just been this massive beautiful change within you. And it's really been nice to witness. It's been really nice to see. And I definitely think that we reconnect in a very calm and peaceful way. Like before, we used to reconnect, we used to connect on the weekends and just
vibe off each other's oh girl.
The dramas and everything. But now it's on a different level. So it's been really great, babe. Very proud.
I also just want to say, me and you we don't catch up every week or every day, But when, like, I mean, look at one of my biggest life-changing moments. I could totally just message you, hey, babe, it's me. I need this, like, some help. And, you know, I think that's a great thing as well, to have friends like ourselves who always support whatever, like, you know, and I always will be there to support you in everything that you do. I love the Fearless Female. I tell everyone about it. Yes, I think it's great to have friends who you can just, like, you know, ring up and say, hey, I need, like, this, or, like, you know, I'm going through this, or do you want to catch up? And there's no, like, negativity, no, like, you know, it's just like, yes, let's do this.
Yeah, no, I love that. And that's when you know you've got a real friendship with someone, is where you can pick up where you left off, you know what I mean? And there's just straight honesty and just pure love for each other, you know, despite the distance, despite the time that's gone by. So I love that about us.
I also think, sorry, my friend is saying, I didn't read the messages exactly, but I think Grace Jones is actually non-binary. I don't think she would tell anyone her exact gender. I'm not sure. I've watched lots of videos on her, but not recently. But I think that might be what they mean by she's not transgender. She might be non-binary. But either way, whoever she is, she's a boss bitch, and I love her. So sorry,
we love boss bitches.
Offended anyone with the label, not labeling someone properly, but yeah. Just want to put that in there so no one comes after me later.
But I wonder how many people actually joined us tonight who are actually having a drink with us, because I don't see you drinking. There's too much talking.
I didn't break my lip gloss. And also I left my wine in the fridge and I was like, damn, I can't run away now. But I'll drink it after, don't worry.
Good. All right. Well, you know I ain't a party unless I add some things in. So you weren't expecting this. But let me ask you, if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
A warning label? Oh, gosh. Don't pet when hungry.
What the fuck does that mean, babe?
I'm always hangry. So, like, if I have not eaten, I don't know if it's my hormones or whether it's just me. In general, I think it's just me. I literally am so temperamental. I think it's my hormones. All I do is eat now. So yes, I'm also
Eat and cry? Eat and cry.
Huh?
Eat and cry? Yeah.
Crying?
Yeah, do you cry?
I cry way more now. Like I cry all the see, like just any do not mess with the lioness.
If she's a hangry.
I'm actually wearing this brand, it's called Lioness. I feel like it suits.
Oh yes, I know that brand. Perfect. Well, lucky you got a man who cooks for you anyway, so
yes.
Okay, what's your worst personal habit?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one.
Taking 500 selfies. Another one.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh, that is my worst personal habit. And also having to record all of my dinner, like from start to finish, if we're going out or like eating, I have to record it so everyone can see what I'm eating. I need to stop it. I've been trying. Have you guys noticed? I do not record every single meal anymore.
Because bitch, you eat at home now. We're in isolation.
Oh, but I still eat, like, I'm at a diner every night, but like, you know, like I am much more like, I think I need to stop that. That's a bad personal habit. And what else?
This is you. All right, nobody touch the food. No one touch the food. And then you'll go over the food like this and you're like, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And if someone's fingers met, start again. Don't you dare touch that plate.
Yeah, you're so bad. Everyone else is like, bitch, can we eat, please?
That is my bad habit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I love that one. Okay, what's one thing in this lifetime you wish you could unsee?
Oh my gosh. That's a hard one. One thing in this lifetime that I wish I could unsee. Can it be my own behavior?
Girl, it could be anything. It could be something that you walked in on, or I don't know, whatever.
Oh, that is so hard because you can't be too juicy. But maybe, oh my gosh, I wish I could unsee the Snapchats that my cousin keeps sending me of back in the day. It's like she has a weekly Snapchat of what I used to get up to, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could unsee this Snapchat of me dancing, and it was way too short. And I was like, what was I thinking? But I loved it. But maybe unseeing some of the videos of myself in my crazy clubbing days.
In Monkey Bar.
In Monkey. Oh, definitely Monkey Bar. And maybe also, my parents when I was younger.
Unsee your. Oh, I know what you mean. Oh shit! You walked in on that. My God.
Yeah.
All right.
Help.
Okay, baby. Sorry. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on a night out as Owen?
Oh, oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my gosh, so many things. The most embarrassing thing that's happened to me out on a night out as Owen. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hang on. If anyone's been out on a night out with Owen, drop that thing that you think it's gonna be. Write a comment and let us know.
The most embarrassing thing that's happened to me. Oh yes, so I have stacked it in front of everyone. Like literally, I was doing a catwalk across the club because I was like, everyone's looking at me. This is my moment, and I stacked it so bad.
Which club?
I think it was in every club, but this one was I think in Academy, and I like literally I just stacked it. Oh, and I fell off a stool one time as well. Oh, and also I've broken a heel as Owen as well. Broken a heel, and also I have torn my really tight, oh my God, those zip pants that everyone used to wear and we were obsessed with them. I used to do the zip up at the front and girl, it like just busted everywhere.
Oh my God. Wait, someone's saying, I have many, many snaps. I'm saving them for a slideshow. Shit.
Oh, girl, stop. Who is it?
It's Rachel.
Oh my God, no, stop. Yes, she knows what pants I'm talking about.
She would have a lot in the files, in the secret files.
Everyone has so many files, but please, girls, keep them.
That was Owen. That was like so long ago.
Don't tell me.
Last question. If you could trade places with someone for a day, who would that be?
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Can I answer two? This can be two. Okay, for a day, it would definitely have to be one of the Kardashians because I just want, but if it was right this second, it would be Donald Trump to fix that mess that he has created in America because, girl,
yeah,
I would trade places with him just to take over that damn country and fix that shit.
Yeah.
I literally thought of that. I was like, you know what? Yes. Oh, or maybe Michelle Obama because I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah? What's your obsession with her?
I think she's just so smart. She's so educated. I want her to become the new president of the United States. Okay, and also Beyonce or Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
I want to be reborn as Jennifer Lopez. She's the triple threat. She's a quadruple threat. She's everything.
Girl.
She's an actress. She's a dancer. She's a singer. She's
Latina.
She's Latina. She's just gold.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe her. Actually, no, never mind the Kardashians. Jennifer Lopez, I think will be I want to live a day in her life.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to take over someone's job for a day, it would be Donald Trump so that I could fix that.
Perfect. Oh, well, babe, I'm very, very honored that you have joined me tonight. And like I said at the start of this live video, this idea has been sitting with me for so long. I just thought, you know what, my babe is a prime example of fearless. Let's just get it going. So I'm so glad you agreed to this.
Thank you so much, babe. I was so excited to do this with you. I was not nervous at all because we've been friends for so long. I felt like what a great opportunity to actually do a Q&A and just feel so comfortable and also just have such a fun, lighthearted, Insta live chat with you. Thank you so much for asking me. Thanks for sharing my story with everyone. And thank you for everyone for tuning in and watching and, getting to learn a bit more about me and my journey.
Yes, I love it. And thank you everybody who is watching. I'll see you leaving comments. Can you see comments? No, only I can.
I can see comments. They keep coming up on the top of my screen and I'm like, how do I find them? Does this record live? Like we've recorded this all so I can go and look at it all.
I think so.
Exciting. And I want to see all the comments too. Like
have a look before we close it. Hang on one second. My Ariana wants to say hi to you, yeah?
Oh, hi.
Ariana. Oh, she's like, I heard you. I heard you.
Gosh, this is Mini Fearless, everyone. Ariana, hi. How are you?
Hello.
What do you have to say?
Hello.
Do you want to ask about your name? She's like, why does it sound like my name?
It does sound like your name. It's very similar. So Oriana, but Ariana is just as beautiful. I love your name. I've always loved your name.
Did you want to do that dance battle with Owen?
No.
Oh, she was like, I'm gonna dance battle Oriana.
No.
Oh, girl.
And now she's gone shy now.
All
right, go, baby.
Dance battle.
Next time you guys can dance battle.
Which one, Mommy?
No,
Yes,
yeah,
I have
darling.
no idea how to like check out the comments, but you can tell me them all.
I think if I save them, you'll be able to see them, okay?
Say them all.
I will, babe.
All right, lovelies.
All right, babe.
Well, it's been real. Fear real.
For real, babe. For real. And I'm very, like I said, it's a very for real talk with you, and I'm glad that we got to do it. So we should just hop on again in the future, and let's just talk and catch up on what's happening in your life and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that. Thank you so much for having me, babe.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.